I want to talk about more about sin this morning. Let me get myself in focus. How's that for fun, huh? That was Micah P. Hinson, The Cross That Stole This Heart Away. That's exactly what I'm talking about this morning. I just want to talk about, since yesterday I was talking about what sin is to some degree, I wanted to talk a little bit more about that and then how that connects to who Christ is and who Yeshua was and who he continues to be and what he's done for my life, the most important thing he's done in my life and in my soul and in my progress, my pilgrim's progress through this pilgrimage of the flesh. So number one, I want to talk about what sin does to or for us. Principally, sin is, as I talked about yesterday, is that anything that is not of God. It is all that stands in opposition to God. There are many ways in which it can manifest. It tends to be very focused on self-governance, as we can sort of learn across all wisdom, earthly and otherwise. And the effect sin has on you is it corrugates and fumigates your very soul and being and actions. So that in sin, your attachments, your selfishness leads you to make the majority of your decisions in life based on what you want, what you think is best, what is ultimately going to serve you the best. You'll even aggrandize actions with thoughts of mutual exploitation to soothe your conscience. But sin has a way of literally putting holes in your soul, and by fumigating I mean literally filling your entire being with just a fog of darkness, a fog of death. And it is the thicker that cloud and the more you indulge that side of yourself or deny the need for its removal, the thicker it gets and the harder it gets to see and the harder it gets to remember that you ever could see that there ever wasn't a fog. Also kind of key to what our brokenness, quite apparent in ourselves and in our actions all over the world and in our own lives, if we're honest. It places us in enmity to God, in stark enmity to God. Either God's God or we're God is, I think, in some ways a very succinct crystallization of the struggle between divine and human. And in that enmity, then, therefore, deserves us, I wrote this down, I want to read it how I liked it. It places us in enmity to a holy God, holy, righteous, creator of the universe, in whom exists no darkness, in whom there is no sin at all. Therefore, leaving us in a state where, by the hand of that self-same righteous, holy, pure God, in order to remain so, justly must punish us and place us in eternal separation if we die in that sin, if we finish this, if we slough off this mortal coil. Justly, in order to remain pure and holy and true, would have no part of that which was not the same. Your sin equals death. Your sin equals death. Death is death if you are in sin. Death can be life if you are no longer in so. And there is but one way throughout the history of mankind ever offered to fully repudiate and remove sin's blemish from our heart and from our soul, which I'll talk about tomorrow. Peace be unto you. Amen. And Selah.
Dan!